Hi everyone, it's Magdalena Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is my new and improved version of the China Tarot with paintings by the Taiwanese artist Dar Jen, if I'm saying this right, which I don't know if I am, but anyway, so I was talking with someone on Instagram recently. Hi Toby. And yeah, and I got the question what my opinion is about this deck, and I thought, well, there's it really depends, so I thought I would just make a review video in which I will tell you whether it's a deck for you or not. So first of all, the artwork is stunning. This artist specializes in painting like traditional, like people in traditional outfits and like with historical feel to it. And this is a deck by Lo Scarabeo. So this is like regular Lo Scarabeo cardstock that I actually really like, and normally it also has those frames with names I think in 6 languages or something like that. Yeah, first thing, and you can do what I did, so you can trim it. However, if you are a person who is really bothered by details and unevenness here and there, I think you should not try and trim this deck. And there are many reasons for that. So first of all, I think you can see here that the backs won't be exactly symmetrical anymore, because here you take more than you take from here. See, this dragon's like headdress is cut here. But the most irritating thing about this is, yeah, so it has, in original, it has like little yin-yang symbols. Heaven knows why, who came up with this crazy idea, but these are like circles that are like placed between the image and the frame, and you cannot get rid of them unless you somehow like cut more, and then you don't get an even picture. And anyway, if you leave them, they look horrible. And if you do cut them, then the one on the right will be a bit smaller than the one on the left. So if you are irritated by details, yeah, don't try it. Luckily, I am not, so I don't care. But what I tried doing was to cover those like really jarring circles. Right now here, this one came off. Maybe I didn't let it dry long enough. I used a golden pen like this one, and I really like it. It's by Faber-Castell, and yeah, it's a golden one, so you can write with it on a card and you can try and cover stuff. So so what I did was, I will just redo this, was to cover these thingies, and then they are not that jarring because there is a lot of gold color in the cards, so it's not that distracting. And I've of course put numbers on the cards. So yeah, so this is of course the Fool, and then we get the Magician. And the other thing you have to know, this deck was made from pre-existing artwork. Okay, so it will be obvious that these pictures were not painting with a tarot deck in mind. So sometimes they will be like forcefully matched with the card. And there's also some photo manipulation here, because I suppose he was not... here he has all the attributes from the deck, I will show you later, from the suits, but I suppose it was not originally so, and with many other pictures as well. So yeah, there is little number 1 here. And oh my god, this artwork is so beautiful. There, it's just wow. I love the color palette. I love how like beautiful all the clothing is and natural the faces are. Beautiful. Then we go to the High Priestess, which I really like. She's like, yeah, meditating, or I don't know, doing what, but it's cool. She's a bit mysterious. Then we get the Empress, and I love this image. She's so, I mean, the Empress is one of my most favorite tarot cards ever. And she's here, look at her hand. She's like blessing you. I don't know if that's what she's doing, but we can imagine that she is actually like greeting you or something like that. She's so lovely. And then there's the Emperor. And we're slowly getting to another thing that depends on your preferences. There are basically no old people in this deck. So if you enjoy images with young people, then that's fine. And what's also cool, there are not only beautiful women and wrinkly old grandpas, which also happens, like very often queens in a tarot deck are like young and pretty and attractive, and the kings are, well, as I said, wrinkly old grandpas with beards. Here it's much more balanced in this way. But yeah, this is the Emperor, who is gorgeous. I mean, look at this headdress, and this, oh my god, and his outfit, it's amazing. And look how he's looking at her. So nice couple. Then there is the Hierophant with a key, and also a cool headdress. And look at those, like this rusty color, like strong color with this pale celadon. Yeah, and oh my god, this is one of my favorite lovers cards ever. From all decks, this is one of my favorites. They are so, like, the intimacy here, like the love that you see, it's just so, oh my god. Yeah, I'm melting every time I see this card. So yeah, so the level of the artwork is really speaks for you getting the deck if you are into this type of art. So this is, I think, the oldest looking man in this deck, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the Chariot. So it's not, you see, it's taken from another painting. So it's not that expressive. We have only the back of the horse, and you know, but then look at this background, how beautiful is that. Then I switched the numbering to my liking, to more traditional, from like I have Justice at 8 and Strength at 11, just because I prefer it. But in the original it follows the Rider-Waite system, so this is actually number 11 in the original. But anyway, it's a nice card for Justice. She has the scales and she's measuring stuff. So yeah, nice. Also the color palette, muted, nice. This is the Hermit with the lamp. She's so pretty. And young. It's a young hermit. But the headdress, oh my god. Then there's the wheel, and I actually did not decide which way I prefer it to be, because it's a very weird card. Obviously they didn't have anything like easy for the wheel, so they picked this. I think originally it's the bottoms up, and I actually highlighted with this pen. I highlighted this circle here so that I would see the wheel like clearly. And yeah, then there's a really great strength card. Look how she's petting the lion. Then there's the hangman. It really fits, yeah, he's hanged. Then there is death in this mask. This dragon here, and pretty cool. And there's temperance. And I added some liquid flowing from this vessel, because it was just her holding the vessel. So I just added a bit. Then there's the devil. Oh, I remember one day when it turned up in my reading, and this was a horrible day. It was really like, there was a lot of emotional distress on that day, but yeah. So the devil is masked, and he has horns and wings. It's cool. And the tower, yeah, it's a Chinese style tower with those thunders here going on. Very good. A beautiful star. She looks like she's praying, or she's deep in thought. And the moon in a quite like modern swimsuit. And the sun. Again, the headdress is just crazy awesome. And the color palette, I think that's why they chose this painting, because of this warm yellows and rich oranges. And then the Judgment with the trumpet slash flute. Not sure what it exactly is, but you know, it fits. And lastly, the World. And also I also added some dots to like make the sphere here more visible, because I wanted to see kind of like something relating to the World card. So yeah, these are the majors, and then I will quickly show you the minors. So this deck is for you only if you are into pip decks, because this is like all you get. These are the aces, and each next card is a repetition of this one. Oh yeah, for wands we get pins, swords, chalices, and coins, Chinese coins. And yeah, again, the background colors are stunning. I love it. And yeah, this I didn't even put them in order, because the arrangement is not really relevant. You can like use it or not, but yeah, this is it. It's not even like my Marseille style, where you get more elaborate arrangements and some decoration together with this, or the symbols of the suits change. This is just what you get. This is everything. Just like here, just the symbol of the suit repeated, and exactly here. And I'm using this deck to practice my pip deck reading, and I read it in a different way than I read Tarot de Marseille, because Tarot de Marseille I read mostly visually, and this type of decks I read using numerology, and mostly trumps as pips technique, which I described in one of my videos on the Tarot de Marseille playlist, so you can check it out. And yeah, so these are minors, and now the court cards. So if you like it when you have it even between the sexes, so the pages are female, knights are male, queens are female, and kings are male. So it's half-half, and they're all gorgeous. However, for me, it's not very easy to tell when I'm looking at the queen and when I'm looking at a page. Of course, I wrote here so that I would know, but it is a little thing. Yeah, she could be a queen, right? But no, she's a queen. And as I said, they're all young. So let's see, these are the wands or hairpins. And this is the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So for someone like me who doesn't like beards, this is perfect. So the page of swords, knight of swords, queen of swords, and the king of swords. So they all have those attributes somehow put into the pictures so that they look the same. And then chalices, the page. Look at those colors, it's amazing. Then there's the knight, queen, and the king. They are actually facing each other, which is nice. And lastly, the coins. I love this card. I actually highlighted, she had coins in her hair, so I highlighted them. She looked like a Mickey Mouse. But anyway, I don't know, I just love it how she's happy and looking at those coins here and just content. There's the knight. We have a nice big coin here. The queen, and again I highlighted this coin. And the king. Yeah, a bit too young probably, but that's how it is in this deck. So yeah, that's it. To sum it all up, it really depends on what you like. If you're bothered by unevenness, it might be hard for you, or you can leave the frames on. However, the cards look so much better without the frames, with all those 6 languages descriptions. And it depends if you enjoy pip decks. It depends if you enjoy young attractive people and not more varied through like age and attractiveness, let's say. So yeah, it's for you to decide. I've had this deck for a while now, and I am still stunned by this artwork. So yeah, so I have a really soft spot for this deck. I like it. I'm using it. So please let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.